Hey, what's going on, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so it's a story going around right now where a lady was hit in the head with a brick, and there's also a narrative going around that she's a type of person who's looking for attention, a clout chaser, who does skits, and she walks around slapping white people in the face, asking for reparations or demanding respect for something. I don't know, but I saw some footage of the same lady slapping a man in the face and then proceeding to twerk as she walked off. I don't know how to view this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how to view this because there are so many conflicting opinions that are affecting how I think I should handle a situation like that. But at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, that big thing on her head that we all have seen, if you've seen the footage, she's basically saying that nobody helped her. A bunch of men were standing around watching her get hit with a brick and nobody did anything. That was not fake. That's a real injury. She could have really lost her life doing that. So whatever she was on, whatever type of energy she was on, the word deserve is not going to come into play. You just don't want to see nobody getting hit in the head with a brick. It's nothing to play with, period. So that's my true opinion. I don't know who deserves what. I'm not God. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if I have the right stuff rolling around in my head. But I can tell you this. Getting hit in the head with a brick is not to be played with. And it's not something that people should be doing to one another on any level. You could die doing that, and you will go to jail for murder doing that. So that's the key to all of this. There is also a point of view that's coming around where a gentleman said he was there and he said that she's a troublemaker and he wasn't about to risk his life. Was she going around asking for the type of energy that she ultimately received? He felt that he was risking his life. My thing is, I don't know how to view you, brother, because at the end of the day, if that's my sister, I'm gonna beat you up for not protecting her, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna hit you with a brick for not stopping that from happening, especially if she happens to lose her life. Is that gonna be what you say if she don't make it? You know what I mean? Just because people are going around, quote unquote, asking for it doesn't mean when you see it happen, you're supposed to be cool with it. Certain things don't match the, how do you say what I'm trying to say? The punishment didn't match the crime. If she going around acting a fool and she get beat up by women her size, I don't expect you to jump in. If a grown ass man hits her in the head with a brick, I expect you to do something. Something. Whether you devise that she deserves it or not, because we've all deserved something. And believe you me, you're gonna get what you deserve too. So keep watching. That's what I gotta say to that dude. And as far as my position on her, you get what you ask for, fam. Seriously, if you're gonna go around treating people poorly, don't expect it to work out for you. You know, that's where my opinion goes as well. Whether somebody jump in or not, whether they show you that they're any better than you or not, as it pertains to wanting to help you, listen, that doesn't happen if you don't do things first. If that's how the scenario went. Now, if you didn't do anything and it went the way you initially told us it all did, which was you turned him down when he was trying to get at you and he hit you with a brick, then that's a whole nother story. But if you was going around doing all kinds of clout chasing stuff and treat people all kinds of funny, and they consider doing something that's wrong to you, you know you could have prevented that by not initiating that wrong you did. And then wanting people to help you out. You help yourself by first not doing that. Whatever it was. If that's how it went. So that's the fullness of how I see that. I'm listening to people, there are people going to say she needs to be protected, right or wrong. I think so. Based on the fact that she was hitting the head with a brick, yeah, it would have been nice if somebody could have stopped it. But I also know of a living God who wants us to learn our lessons. And this could have been a very hard lesson for her to have learned. It also could have been a way for her to get the attention she was always asking for. And she may not learn a damn thing. It really comes down to just a bunch of ways to look at it. But what I don't like is the people who don't want to look at all sides of it. Just like I held her accountable, held the dude who didn't help her accountable. Of course, the person who hit her needs to be in jail for attempted murder. We ain't even gonna go there. He needs to go be in PC and he needs to get his butt whooped. That's it. Put him inside, let him get beat up real good. because that's what that person deserves. So we ain't gonna even really address too much to them. I don't wish to cross paths with a person who did that. But it is what it is, man. That's my whole opinion. I think that, I'm listening to a lot of people, particularly a community of black women who want us to protect them no matter what. A lot of that energy is toxic. You can't go around treating people crazy, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and then not expect consequences or want people to back you up like you a queen, special angel. Nah, if you ain't gonna put out angel energy, don't expect angel treatment. I'm sorry. It's not how that works. People ain't gonna feel nothing for you if you're going around acting a certain way that they can't respect. They're not gonna respect you. And I always say, there is what appears to be an agenda out to paint black women out to look like ratchets 100%, rather than having any balance to say, these are people over there, there goes some over there that's not like that, there's some individuals over there that's a third way and a fourth way and a fifth way. All they want to show you is sexy red, Sukiana, all that nonsense right now. And it's meant to make you not give a damn if a black woman get hit in the head with a brick. Let's just be honest. That's exactly what that's meant for. So they belittle the value of the skin. That's all it is. It's all it's ever been. It's been that way since they've been putting red lipstick on us and doing blackface, bro. It's the same thing. This is an evolved version of it. Same old racism, bro. And it does trickle down to how people feel you deserve to be treated. But just the same, there's a lot of indifference in the world, man. People don't give a damn. They ain't gonna risk what they got going on to protect one another. And it just speaks to the indifference in the world. People don't care, man. A lot of them don't. You know what I mean? That's why I talk the way I do, to help people understand that there's a living God that's going to hold you accountable for all of your indifference. For everything you turn the other cheek, believe me, you're going to burn hot for it. But I'll tell you this, if a person ain't innocent and they run around asking for it, and everybody knows they asking for it, when they get it, it ain't going to be too many people who ain't rooting for that downfall that you got coming. It ain't going to be too many. You know what I mean? So again, if you put out queen energy, you're going to be respected like a queen. If you put out ratchet energy, you're going to be treated like a ratchet. And this is what happens when ratchet gets attacked. It's like the whole stroke, bro. Ain't nobody going to stop nothing. They ain't going to stop nothing. And it may be sad, but people need to first learn how to respect themselves and how best to display self-respect in the presence of others. If you go around clout chasing, getting in people's face, slapping people up on the name of racism or what have you, you're going to get what come with that. Maybe people care, maybe people don't. Maybe people support you, maybe you don't. Maybe they don't, but at the end of the day, you get out what you put out. You get back what you put out. So that's my point of view on that. Whichever scenario fits the truth. I don't know what the truth was. I wasn't there. If I was there, I believe I would have tried to stop that. I believe I would have. But that's just me. I'm just one man. For all I know, I get hit with the brick. He turned his attention to me. I got to start defending myself. And that's just what it is. And if I don't have a weapon, I'm getting hit. Then maybe I lose my life in the name of her. And that was homeboy's point of view. In the name of her, when she going around doing whatever he said she did, if it went that way, I'm supposed to get hit with a brick for you. Part of me understands his point of view. I just don't necessarily respect it because you're a black man. You're supposed to be protecting her. You got a mother, you got a sister, you got a daughter. And look, I hear people saying, well, he's gay. I don't care. Y'all think that makes a difference to me? That the man is gay or straight, that he don't protect a black woman? That don't give you an excuse not to be a man. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Not in my book. Your sexuality don't have nothing to do with how you respect the people around you and how you respect yourself. And a man who don't protect his own, don't protect himself. And if that ain't a norm in our community, we need to make it one. We really do. A lot of y'all armed. Y'all know I know. A lot of y'all armed. Ain't nobody had a weapon in that situation. Stop lying. That's all I gotta say. Stop lying. I don't believe that nobody had a weapon in that situation to stop that situation from happening. Y'all the first ones want to talk about, oh, self-defense. Y'all want to shoot projectiles at people that's swinging at each other. This dude got a brick. You ain't shooting. These are things like, and that's why my mind went a million different places, because it's like, yo, I don't know what's right or wrong, but I can tell you this. A brick is a deadly weapon. That's it. So if you're going to swing a brick, you better expect a bullet. And look, that's what it is, man. I don't care if a person's black, white, whatever color, blue, it don't matter, bro. At the end of the day, if you're gonna be doing stuff in the name of racism, or if you're gonna be doing stuff in the name of race, going around slapping people around and thinking it's funny and then walking away twerking and all that, believe you me, it's going to be a reaction to that. That's gonna be indifferent toward your race. They ain't gonna like you, and they ain't gonna like us on behalf of you. You know that. That goes for all forms of bigotry and racism. You are a poor reflection upon your own people when you put out that energy. You just one more drop in the bucket. People could say, yep, those people don't like everybody. Those people only like themselves. Those people only stand for racism, not love, or what have you. And you're a poor representation of your own. So that's something that needs to be said to the black girl who's doing that, to any white person doing that, anybody. You reflect poorly upon your people when you go out saying that the only respect you're willing to give is to your own. You're not giving your own any respect, because you're reflecting poorly upon them and making it so that it's more difficult for them to move around because of you. I always say that. It's like, yo, all the evil bigotry individuals, all they do is make it harder on the good ones, the good people that represent their race, their color, their creed, their religion. That's all you do, is you make it much harder on the people that you allegedly are standing for. Because the first thing that's gonna happen is people gonna look at them and be defensive against them because of your energy. I think people within their own races who don't want that type of energy need to start shunning those who are racist, loud and proud. If you want to go around, exalting yourself, putting everybody else down, all you're doing is making the environment harder for your people. You're making it more dangerous for your people. And if you don't see it that way, then that's probably the evil in it. You cloud it. Just like I always talk about any type of evil, any type of energy that ain't good for you, it's gonna make you feel like it's something you want. It's gonna block out all of the stuff that's wrong about it so that you just want it. That's the evil in it. Make you feel like you strong. You ain't strong. You're a poor reflection. So certain stuff, I just, at this point in my life, what I've been through specifically, I don't have a lot of patience for a lot of ignorance and stupidity and people being fooled by the hoopla and entertained by low frequency stuff. I'm in this space, so I want to throw all that out. I feel about as bad about it as I think God does. I'm just tired of y'all. Tired of the energy. It doesn't do nothing. It's no fruit in any of it. People going around acting like everything's a joke, everything's a game, while real stuff is happening. While people above you are making laws against you. While people above you are stealing your money out of your pocket. Y'all ain't paying attention to the real stuff that's going on in this world? I talk about it every day. Y'all ain't paying attention to what's going on in the stock market? People stealing trillions of dollars from the world economy. While y'all going around twerking and making yourselves look like buffoons for pennies. We go get clout. What the hell does that do? Can you buy property with clout? Can I pass generational wealth with that stupid ass attention I'm getting in 2023? People ain't even gonna remember what the hell it is because everybody has instant memory. Selective memory now. I forgot what happened 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember. Somebody was hot. Somebody gonna be hot next week. And if that same person want to be hot again, they better come up with something else that's gonna keep my attention. Otherwise, I'm going on. So, what does that do? What does that really do? Only thing people really gonna remember is, I said this in a couple of videos, only thing people really gonna remember is the stuff that actually helps them through the difficulties in their life. Everything else is fleeting. This is come in one ear out the other. Y'all gonna be forgotten, man. Deeply forgotten too. So that's what I'm telling all y'all clout chasers. Y'all confused by this evil that y'all engage in, thinking that it's something good for you. It ain't gonna do nothing but lead you into places you don't want to be, circumstances you cannot stand. Surrounded by people that do not respect you. They're likely going to hit you in the head with a brick. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of this leads to. Snitching and telling, doing all kinds of dirt behind each other, back door, all kinds of stuff that we going through the culture. Meanwhile, there's real stuff going on above us that we don't even have any interest to pay attention to because it's not hot, it's not cool, it's not clout chasing, it ain't getting us quick money that we can spend on depreciating assets. All of it's bull, man. I'm telling you. The whole culture that we are engaged in is basically some sorcery that's meant to keep us stupid and keep us further behind the wealth gap. That's all it is. So y'all want to have real conversations? Have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to talk about this lady who's asking for it, got hit in the head with a brick, and the indifference around her based on all these different cultures that we agree upon that don't have nothing to do with God, it's all trash, man. It's all trash. The dude that hit her was trash. She was trash. The people around her was trash. The whole thing was demonic. If you really want to know what I think of it, the whole thing was demonic. The fact that they put this in our face to be concerned with, it's all demonic. It's the truth. Rip the damn Band-Aid off. It's all meant to bring you further away from God and further away from self-respect and further away from anything that's going to help you raise your kids better than what you are. That's it. So for all of us who are in this community who are saying he should have helped her, yes, everybody should have helped her, and she should have helped herself by not acting like that. Period. And the dude that hit her with a brick should have been beat to death with that brick, if you ask me. Sorry, God, but that's how I feel about it. I ain't that much better. I'm trying. I'm growing. But at the end of the day, I can't see you hit my sister in the head with a brick and walk away with my freedom. I can't do that, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. So that's what I actually have to say, man. That's really how I feel about that. Hopefully she learned her lesson. Hopefully she don't have brain damage. Hopefully that heals completely so she can go back to looking normal. And hopefully she can learn that not all attention should be craved. This made you famous, yes, but you will be forgotten just the same. And that is not something that anybody wants. When you get attention, you want to be a lasting memory in somebody's mind, man. Not just something we looked at and scrolled past. And that's exactly what that energy is going to bring you. More of the same. So that's what I'm telling everybody, man. Start rejecting these cultures that paint you out to be worse. Whoever you are. Reject these cultures, man. Say no. Thank you, people behind the curtain. I know you invested $1 billion in these poor images of me, but I don't receive it. I know who I am, just like Prime said on TV. Who cares what other people think of you? If you know who you are, you have an opinion of yourself. I'm not taking on that. I'm not raising Sukiana. I'm not raising Sexy Red. I'm sorry. You're not going to make me think that's normal. You're not going to make me feel like that's something I should want my daughters or sisters. Nah, that's not good energy. That's you belittling our value. So that when we go out and say we want to be taken seriously and that our lives matter, people look at us and say, no, it don't. Because look how you acted. This is how you treat yourself. This is who you are. So therefore, you are not anything other than animals, spear chuckers, and all kinds of evil stuff they're going to say about us. And they prop these individuals up there, ignorant as hell, from places that don't have nothing, give them a little bit of money, and they show their ass. And then they tell you this is who they are. No, this ain't who they are. This is who they forced certain individuals to be by depraving them of substance everywhere around them. They put drugs around them, put alcohol around them, put guns around them, poverty, bad foods, and this is what you get. And then they pluck a few of them out of that, put them on a stage, put more money into them, and then tell everybody that's who we all are. No, that ain't who we are. That's who they want you to think we are, so you won't do business with us. That's what that is. I am not confused. I'm irritated, but not confused. Y'all can play with our image if you want to, but there's going to be a way through that. Individuals like myself will speak clearly so that others who understand us is the same. That's what I gotta say, man. All that other stuff is just demonic, man. It ain't nothing good about it. It ain't nothing that's gonna lead you anywhere but to a space where you better hope to God it ain't no God. Because that's the only way it's gonna work out for you. Somebody gotta rip the Band-Aid off of this dumb culture that we own, man. It's a bunch of bullshit out here. Honestly, it's just bull, man. It ain't meant to do nothing but lead people to poverty and keep them further away from the justice that they ultimately want. For the circumstances that we've always endured. Homegirl says she going around slapping white folks because we didn't get treated properly. That's the crux of her argument. That's why she's slapping all them white dudes in the head. That's why she's doing that dumb stuff. But look at how she's acting to receive the respect. That's not going to get you no more respect. And that's not going to do nothing but make them treat you just like you are mad about being treated. You're going around slapping random strangers and then walk away twerking in the name of getting respect. How's that work? All that got you was a brick in the head. That's all it got you. That's all that's ever gonna get anybody when they act like that. If you're not gonna put yourself in a position to put out substance, you're not gonna be respected. Especially if you're black. BDF 44, I thank you all for watching. I'm out.